Science. Who the Father? A lot of us saying we're chosen with God's people. Well, there's an instruction on how you can establish such. When people will, they will know. So we do that, especially as a. So we do that, especially as a descendant of the Hebrew. I seen people making some juicy videos, good videos off them. I'm like, wow, they getting all these people to listen to this. Oh man, and it's touching on ancient history as far back as Mesopotamia, Assyria, because them people got Negro blood in them. And that book breaks down it's like four classification of Negroes that they were studying, that they, used to come up with. I'm like, okay. I see a lot of channels take flight and they going on establishing themselves. And I'm like, man, you gotta go and throw your hands in. Most High gave you that for a reason. You're not playing with no witchcraft. We're not tapping into no idols, putting no other gods before, putting no other Elohims before you, establishing his kingdom. So you out finna say establishing your power. But it's not your power. You operating in the power of your father. That's why Christ said, thinking not blasphemy, saying the Son of God. So if you are a son, you know there's a level of power you're gonna operate in. Can't get caught up in the world. That's the beauty of it. You're showing them how it really go. You know? You're showing them how it really go. And some people just not gonna understand. You maintain your course. Like right now, I'm like, look at the enemy. He cooking. Hey, he on steamroll. He trying to. Your brother blowing the shofar, and the enemy like, nah, you think you just gonna wiggle your way in here, bro? But the enemy don't know. We've been doing this before, and there is a spiritual realm. Remember, the earth was dark. People talking about, oh, this and that was on the earth was dark and void. People was doing this before their creation 20 million years ago. Man, shut up. What is the Bible? Yes, there's life outside of. Be careful with my words. Yes, there is because it's on the news. They're in the Senate holding the truth. You know how to discern. If you're listening to them, then you're on a bad path. That's bad. You're not gonna get a kingdom return listening to them. They don't know nothing about God's kingdom, and that's not personal. But you gotta, and what telling them has to come a solution. You don't just give them the problem, give them a solution to it. Isaiah 2, my Bible, where you swore that, King? Yeah, Isaiah 2 talks about Gentiles looking to Jacob. Who was Jacob? The Negro. Because that not only that book by Sir Harry Johnston, but you got the maps in the 1700s. I believe that book was written in the 1700s. Could have been written in more recent times. Don't quote me on it. Look it up. I'd be so housed. There's a newness of life, knowing this, learning all this information. It's so deep. Yeah, Isaiah 2. All the nations gonna come to Jacob. And Jacob gonna they gonna know the God of Jacob is true. So in the end, all them that was running in the beginning, I pray that the foundation you laid was laid, any foundation you built was laid on Yahushua. He is the word. You can't lay no other foundation that's gonna stand, at least, for the kingdom, unless it's laid on Yahushua. Isaiah 2. The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. Fair use copyright. Fair use copyright. Y'all hear that TV in the background. I want them to jack my video up. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahuwah's house shall be established in the top of the mountains. His, meaning his, hold on, let me turn it down. Oh, no bull crap. I don't know why she watch that bullshit when I'm around. We go out all that. At least I have. I don't know about them, but when I came to this, when it really hit me, okay, y'all them people. A lot of stuff I learned, family. And it's like right now you're in transit. And it will affect you because people gonna look at you like crazy. Oh man, shut up. Come on out here and hit the block or whatever. And you may be tempted. But this time when I go to the block, I'm going to the block with something to pour into them. You know, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be led. How can I ever go back to that old man again? I can never be. People be like, "What you just too aggressive." I'm not aggressive. Y'all act like y'all think this is a religion because that Christianity, that's the way they carry it. They don't carry it in spirit and in truth. You got to carry this thing like you depending on your heart to beat. That's how you got to carry this word. Like you depend on that thing. That's a matter of life and death. You can't be playing with that. That look what happened to Adam, and look what happened to a whole lot more. Searching for knowledge, want so much knowledge. Look at Saul. He just couldn't go alone and humble himself. He had to seek the Most High through witchcraft. Because it wasn't through the Holy Spirit. Because the Most High wasn't dealing with him because of his disobedience. Crazy. Okay, here comes this woman with this stuff. I might bounce out because of him. He mixing all this. I bring my own to the forefront so y'all can learn. Look up something and take it and use it. And right now I got to get. I'm gonna use this page. Like I said, it looks good. As long as you got something to give, you shouldn't be scared to use it to acquire. You got to build the kingdom. You can't be dependent on them. You hear us talking about that, and you got something to offer. Don't be afraid. Get out there, cause the people gonna come. You don't have to feed the sheep. The church is closing down. They don't want to go to no church. Y'all went out there shooting last night and acting crazy. You want to hear the whistle? No, she got her headphones on. I'm ignoring all unusual activity. I'm growing, y'all. Y'all gotta pray for me. The devil, I'm in spiritual warfare too. I'm messing with my finances. All my cars and stuff. I'm behind on my bills. My designs ain't selling. I'm like, what's going on? I done made some moves I shouldn't have made. Y'all know how it is. And I'm like, man, what's going on? Because how you gonna tell your, you know, uh, okay, you might be late this time. Next time, like, how you gonna tell them that woman ain't trying to hear that shit? You gotta get things in order, and you still gotta carry it. You gonna be carrying like Tupac said, with a crooked crown. Now I gotta take my place and fall from grace, but I ain't leaving my throne. You just in a low state right now. We all kings, and you women are queens. But if you don't know that and you don't arm yourself with the right knowledge, you're gonna be moving like them heathens. You're gonna be thinking they the way, the truth, and the light, and that's just not so. Even look how that energy of the awakening is reverberating. Yeah, I see the negative, but I see the positive in the when all this debating telling me, oh, we're not Africans and okay, relax. Don't get it all in a bunch. You know what I'm saying? Don't get your drawers all in a bunch. Relax. You know? I ain't coming to argue none of that. You stay here then. You know? I want to see y'all take control of this boy so we can put us and our people in a better situation. Even the African, you saying you ain't, because if you saying you of God, what is all debate about Africa? You ain't doing your research first of all, because if you knew better, you will know. All mankind came out of Africa, and they migrated. The Most High, it was the Most High who first scattered man abroad. It was the Most High. Because of why? His wickedness. From the beginning, you lost dominion and rulership, meaning you lost the governor, the Holy Spirit. And you allowed Satan to come in because Adam, hard head, listened to Eve. Wasn't nothing wrong with Eve, but the Most High didn't tell her she to rule. You know what I'm saying? He told you to rule. But you know how that go. But he didn't tell me rule in the sense of dominate her where she can't make a decision. Let's be real about it. I hear a lot of these dudes talking about women can't teach. Huh? Nice. Like I say, some of us can get them in a bunch. Slow down, killer. Because while your daddy was at work, who said what you just, y'all just running wild, huh? Mama there just ain't can't say nothing to you because daddy got to teach you, huh? The hell out of here. I don't know who the hell raised some of us over religified. Our people, hey, I call them religified. They Christianified, religified. I'm not a Christian either. And if any Christians on the site, you're welcome. By the time I get through speaking this word, you're going to be running through them scriptures to us to really research what I'm saying, if it's the truth, if it's written there. And then watching my mannerism and how I even deal with people. It's gonna begin there. Okay. You say he ain't a Christian, then what are you talking about? Hebrew Israelite, what don't nobody else want to talk about? Because them the people that's gonna be the light right now. With all this, oh, we not black, we not from Africa. Hey, calm down. Our ancestors inherited some land in there. That's why you was over there. You could look through the genetic migration pattern. This man's a biologist. Come on, he's in the office. They studying blood, DNA and blood. I'm not even. I'm not even. I've never been to school for genetics, but my grandma worked. She was a phlebotomist. I used to be in Cook County. I'm from Chicago, South Side, and I used to go to the church. I'm talking about the church. I used to go to the Cook County. That's where my grandmama worked, Cook County Hospital. She was a phlebotomist. My mom worked there too. She was in ear, nose, and throat. But, and my aunties worked there, cousins, Lord. A lot of the family worked there. That was in the 80s. I'm an old head. I ain't one of these young rookies. So, this ain't no dude who ain't been around the blizzard. You know? And I could still go on the block. But I ain't celebrating the negativity. I be hearing them. I heard this system. I don't like the hood. What you mean you don't like the hood, girl? Shut up. Take your butt out there to them gated communities when the shit like right now. White folk on here going crazy. I'm gonna have to respond. I'm responding like, man, relax, especially to the women. You know how to cook, woman? Better go in there and get something. You remember what who was that? Esther? I forgot which story in the book that's about, but he told that woman, what you got in there? Oil? Well, woman, if you got some you know how to cook, you better get in there and start cooking. Holler at the whatever. If you in the church, some of y'all still go to church. Holler at the preacher, get with the women's board, and let them know. Y'all know how women activate. Y'all don't leave women out. Y'all might look at us and, oh, Negro, go get a job. We want to work, but we don't want to work for the enemy. Y'all don't do the research we do. God said don't mix with them. That's why I stand to the side. If you and then I made some choices when I was young. I made some choices. Y'all hear me talking about, oh, I never worked for them. Because the ass ain't going to have me. Because I was bad. I made wrong choices. So just you make them choices and you know, they'll come back to haunt you, but at the same time, you don't let that hold you down. That was the purpose. You go to school, you get the knowledge, you get knowledge. It's never too late to learn a new trade if you have to. You sit down for what? Not 90 to 100, 180 days, and bam, go get your certificate and go to work. You know, start your business. It's that simple. You ain't dealing with the government. I had to get over that. Man, use the banker's money. That's what he gave it to you. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. Somebody, peace and blessings. What you doing? Can you show me your face? I can see it. Nah. Where are the other people? Hi. Where are the other people? Me, you, and the Holy Spirit here. Where you at? Don't worry about the people. Who you working for, bro? The Most High? It could be just me, you, and the Spirit. You scared of the Holy Spirit? You scared to confront yourself by yourself? It could be just me on here. You think I'm gonna stop putting that word out because they ain't coming to hear it? They gonna hear it. It's gonna get to where it's going. And I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm not looking for no bunch of people to run over here. Let's go over there. But if you should come over here, you're welcome. You're welcome. You all welcome. You're welcome to sit down and learn over here with Uncle Wayne. I'm good. And I don't just come equipped with the knowledge of the Bible. I come equipped with even uh I take over communities by the word. You know what I'm saying? Spreading love, letting them know who they are and love one another. And it works. It's just that simple. We servants of the Most High. Y'all know who we are. What am I doing? Testifying of the goodness of Yahuwah. What you read, I'm telling you, it works. It works. So now a lot of people showing it off and gonna tell you some bull crap about, oh man, you believe that the white man wrote? The white man ain't wrote nothing. Shut up. He owned the printing presses. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with that. And whatever he did, okay, that's cool. You supposed to be studying to show yourself approved so you will know that. You suppose that's how we arm ourselves. That's why I'm having an elaborate talk. You on here, you welcome to come on here. But this is to bring us together. Certainly go pray and ask the Most High. Who was that dude? Who was he? He one of us. If you about that life, kingdom life. And my lingo a little different. And I ain't no preacher. And I'm not no Christian either. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. You did? And I ain't no gangbanger. And everybody who all believe on Christ and love one another and do it to the end, the saints shall be saved. He came to take away the sins of the world, which that spirit Adam allowed to come in from his hard heartedness, hard headed self, listening to somebody he wasn't supposed to. But it's okay to listen to your woman. But just make sure you don't listen to in matters where you are commanded to do things. You get it done and show the example through you. I'm learning myself. That's why things be behind. But oh, trust me. Oh, taste and see. I done been through the storm. I don't think it's nothing they can produce that's gonna shut me down. You know, you're gonna have your problems, but through it all, my man saying, I remain tis all and gonna walk these dogs. We're gonna walk this word till we get it right. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll be doing some other stuff, but I'm gonna stop doing some things so I can get it all the way adjusted. Because it don't work. It'd be futile, especially if we try to rush things. Then it's a lot you miss. You gotta be patient, no matter what's going on around you. You know you ain't working within the power of what they doing. We working in the power that's greater, that's coming from eternity, and we bringing that lifestyle here. You are the vessel. I got a lot of books here. I'm gonna start sharing these books. I've read these books for years. I love my biology book. That biology book, one of my best. Peace and blessings. Peace and can you show me your face? Yeah, I am. I just put the phone down because I don't like holding no phone. I guess I got a stand over there, but then I'm in my room. It's cool right here. I'm in my room. I need my little privacy. I gotta get a studio. No, I'm just playing. Sometimes I have it in my hand, sometimes I don't. I don't feel like holding it. Hope I don't offend nobody like that. I'm still here though. The awakening is shaping up, y'all. I hope y'all paying attention to Africa too. Africa is on the mash. Africa is waking up. And that Africa is waking up and Africa is removing a lot of here that we used to see over there. And you still see people making moves. I just heard Trump talking about he struck at the Islamicists that's over there terrorizing some alleged up in there. What about all them? That's all you thinking about? No, and then you right there next to the Sahel region. So Africa needs to awaken. And Africa and the African Americans, while they wasting time talking about, I ain't no African. Y'all have to fortify because both of y'all ancestors have been put in a position where Today, as a people with all this knowledge going to and fro, we don't have to wait for no outside force to be talking about, well, we don't think this or that, or these the people that did. It was some of our, if you know you one of the chosen, you come from the descendants of the Shemites, and this is what you standing on, and your life is evolving into this newness through this understanding, which is biblical. Your life is being renewed by the word. Okay, you gotta understand. I forgot my point that quick. That hollering, I caught that damn hollering. That's why I pulled the door up. It's 12 o'clock. Y'all ass should be asleep anyway. Don't tell a woman that. What do you mean? But anyway, African Americans. That's the hottest topic on the top on any platform. But what's bad is you got these platforms, everybody talking about they know, but ain't nobody moving towards that end. I don't know what we waiting on. And it's especially with Africa. Africa done got rid of they done got rid of the viper. They didn't put their foot on the snake head. And you got to keep it there, but then it's time to fortify. But then you got to look at everything that's going on. They are fortifying within, building infrastructure and putting the people in place and filling voids. Africa see what's going on. I love that. Don't sit back waiting on no Europeans or no other black person tell you nothing. But I was making a point about slavery. Man, you're not a slave. You gotta understand. When you read Psalms 83, that's talking about Ashur. Ashur is a Shemite. That's the son of the land of Assyria. That land was built by Ashur. When Nimrod, you can go in the Bible and read it. When he went to build the Tower of Babel, Ashur went that same area. That's in the Sumeria area, over there around the Chaldean area, Babylon, Uruk, Mesopotamia area, right? Ashur is one of the ones that also. So when I hear about black people, why everybody fucking hollering? Hey, bro, y'all ain't the only one here, man. I'm glad I want to hear y'all holler. Yeah, we make videos too. How the hell y'all can't get along? Not like little girls. Back to what I was saying. Africa and African America. You know you the chosen people. That go to binder. Anything else is witchcraft. Because now you trying to work familiar spirits. It's like only one spirit. That's how we lost the power in the beginning. We wanted Christ came to give back. He told you in Matthew 4:17. The kingdom is back. Meaning the government. Remember, he's the one with the government on his shoulders. So when you call him, he told you, I'm in John 14, start at verse 13, I'm gonna send that spirit. When you pray in his name, he gonna send that spirit with you, and that spirit gonna abide with you forever. Even the spirit of truth, even the spirit of truth that no man will receive, because that man don't receive, because why? He can't see him. Man ain't gonna believe nothing he can't see. I went straight to it. All praise to the Most High. John 14:13. And whatsoever you shall ask in my name. And this thing is practical because this word is actually playing out in our life. That's why I just cut out the middleman, cut out all this what's going on in the world with their pseudo information. And I tap back into the ancient, Job 8 and 8, the old ways. Because it's like the Old Testament. Oh, the Old Testament done away. How? That's the instruction. That's the Torah. Y'all don't respect the king. Then you doing away with the king's. You doing away with the king instruction. Talking about rebellious. What? 13. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. Verse 14. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. Verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Verse 16. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter. and that he may abide with you forever. Why they talking about Jeremiah 31 ain't happened yet? When it has. He said, I'm gonna put my law in any word. That spirit is the Father spoken into existence. What the Father spoke into existence, and anything he speaks, he's the king, is law. It's just that simple. We make it too hard, family. Jacob is awakened. We know better now. And we gonna do better. Even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive because it seeth them not. Neither knoweth him. But you need, hey bro, we ain't outside, man. Y'all ain't gotta be hollering. Y'all acting like little girls with all that freaking hollering. Leave him alone if he upsetting. The fuck don't nobody want to hear all that hollering? The hell, go your ass downstairs and you go in one room. Obviously y'all don't get along, bro. What you steady hanging around him for? Go on, fight it out. All that freaking hollering. That's little bros do that. Men don't do that, bro. The hell, we just put hands on and that's it. Yeah, stop that, please. Thank you. That damn hollering. I'm talking about the Bible here. Verse 17. Even the spirit, excuse me, y'all, even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. So Jeremiah 31, yes, the spirit is here. And we know in the end time it's gonna be here because he's pouring it out. It came with Christ, Matthew 4, that governor. Isaiah, went straight to Isaiah. Isaiah, right here, 7 and 14. So all this is the action of the Father to arm us, and that's what you're seeing in the world today. When I hear Ibrahim Traore with what worldly events and worldly systems and institutions got going on, it don't got nothing to do with that. You got people still walking in darkness talking about, oh, and the president talking about they woke. You don't sound too smart to me, buddy. If you awaken, that means your eye of understanding, your mind has been awakened. Everything happens in the mind. And then the rest of you follow. Remember when Jacob had that encounter, he named in Genesis 32, he named that place Peniel. Don't you? We talk about people talking about opening a pineal gland all day. You open my third eye, open the third eye. I stick to the Bible because everything else is a remix. They gonna have you off. Stick to the truth. That Bible not gonna lie to you. And we know why people talking about certain groups wrote the Bible. They lie to us. They've been lying to us every day. We have to warn them. Now they people on the videos. Oh, black people, we should have listened to y'all. No, now you gotta hear Israel. Israel not gonna tell you a lie. We gonna tell you the truth of God's word. I can't talk your politics and all that worldly bull crap. That stuff don't enrich nobody. It causes division. Democracy causes division. The kingdom brings a commonwealth. The wealth is common in the kingdom. It's for everybody. Ask them and you shall receive. But it ain't gonna look corporate. It ain't gonna look like that. We deceive if we go out there. So that's a that's a testament to your will, your fortitude. That's why I stay in the book. That's why I talk about the book. And I can see what it's doing in reality. Africa, forget about it. Ain't gonna be no turnaround for no other nation. Africa not finna save them. Africa's doing business with them, but Africa is recognizing who it is. And I love that. Power to the people. Keep your foot on the enemy neck. And when I read that book, them animals in Africa, they ain't in that little old patch of land they talking about over there and talking about Jerusalem. They better stretch it out. Look at the food. You go read it in context. I think it's Genesis 12 or 14. Let me pull it out. He told Abraham, I'm going to give you this land. That land go all the way up to Turkey, then all the way over to Iran, and then all the way down into Saudi Arabia, all the way close to Yemen, down all the way to under Ethiopia. What's that country? Kenya. And all the way back up to the Gaza. Like, they just got a small portion of it. Get out of here. Jacob done woke up to their shenanigans, to the world shenanigans. Yeah, he put the remix on it. No, we done took the Torah back, but in the right way. Even if that now, they are bucking, they fighting, but they losing, and they know it. They trying to keep this facade like, but that's over. It's lights out for anything. Let me tell you something. Jacob's promise can never be negated. This is Jacob's time. Jacob is ruling right now. You can go run to them churches and listen to them people feed you that bull crap from seminary, put your brain to sleep. What the mafia boys say, I'm gonna rock your brain to sleep. They rocked our brain to sleep for centuries. Not no more. That's what I mean by we done took the Torahs and taking the truth and taking on the instruction and walking in it. And that light is shining, like I was saying with Burkina Faso, the the leader over there, Ibrahim Traore. I ain't gonna call him no president. He more than a president, cause the president he ain't establishing democracy. He is establishing God's law. God said, love one another as he has loved you. Then he's in control of a whole nation. Them God's people. Them God's gift he gave to the Hamites. And he in the position to control it, and he doing it with integrity. He doing it like God's son supposed to. A president, never. He's more than a president. Real talk. He taking care of God's people, and he helping us. If you pay attention, while they over here arguing, it's gonna change. It's gonna flip real. It's flipping as we talk. Homeboy removing everything that's holding this sucker up. They bringing this sucker under AI. They want to control you. If they cut the video, so be it. But they want to control you. They want to take any inkling of God out of society. They don't want you looking to the Most High. Yeah, they tell you that Jesus stuff. Let me tell you something. They don't respect the Most High. They don't have the love of Christ in them. They don't even respect. And people want to debate and argue. Well, his name Jesus ain't his name. That's a translated name, man. Go do your research. Look up that name Jesus. It come back to Iesus. Why? Where? And then you look up in the corner, you see the Hebrew characters up there that's telling you, go do the research, get a book, a Hebrew dictionary. But no, we want to debate all day. Then I'm like, debating for what? Because after debate, it don't establish the law, meaning it don't establish God's instruction where this kingdom instruction is going forth. Because you turn on 20 more channels, they debate. You better remember Genesis. He said, don't eat from that tree of the knowledge of good and evil. We want to learn everything all day. We want to sit around here and learn so much and going off into all kind of things. They got all kind of books. I'm just listening and looking like, okay. How Hove told him, OJ say he ain't black. He like, okay, y'all super scholars. Why the people still ailing? And they talking about don't look to Africa. Man, I'm looking at Troy. I'm looking at all three of them Sahel region nations. Chad too. Chad joined with them, and some other nations. And I'm looking at the results. I'm looking at what's unfolding in the spirit. That ain't gonna happen over here for us. They think the Most High, yeah, Genesis 15, he gonna come destroy these lands. He gonna destroy the lands of the Gentiles. The white people are Gentiles. I gotta tell y'all the truth, cuz. Y'all Gentiles. Y'all people, y'all nations came out of Rome, Britain, Germany, and y'all talking about the things that happened to the Judeans back in that time. Well, Rome made Judea a client state. They was there when Christ got there. So y'all talking about y'all didn't know and it don't matter. You a lie. Them Spaniards, the Portuguese was the first slavers. Well, the Portuguese came out the Romans. And guess what? The Romans is their granddaddies. And they remember what they did. They still holding it down in religion now like their ancestors did. All that Christian stuff is Catholicism. Another branch of the Christians check in to the Pope. When the Pope say come over there, they go kiss the ring. You suckers better stop playing and wake up. In his family tree line, Judah ain't playing. They talking about America is rowdy, rowdy, and all this and that. The black people over there dangerous. They this and that. We dangerous on purpose. You better know it. Show is dangerous on purpose. Show will get up with you real quick about this truth and about his people. We not playing. This ain't none of no in our ancestor time. You better wake up. What the hell? Viagra. Sit your old ass down. Go eat right. Do some fasting and know what to eat. Eat things with seasoning. Don't just eat that crap they give you. You need the nutrients because the spirit of the Most High is in the earth. It's on the ground. It's in the seeds. It's in everything that's existed. So eat his food. Can't hear me, Kane. No, she can't hear me. I'm cooking. Now I'm finna get out of here. How long I've been on here? 30 minutes. The brothers and sisters don't listen to it. They don't our attention span ain't that long when it comes to this word. It's like you make a live video, they not coming around. Yeah, they listen to it, but the attention span is short. Well, I hope they getting it enough where it will cause them to go and open the books. Go and read history for yourself because it matters. It matters because you're the one that's gonna usher in. You're the generation that's gonna seek him, and you're the generation of Jacob descendants. He's gonna empower because when we get back into the land, and the Bible is not no figment of no imagination. I keep hearing people using the biblical principles, and then when they need to sort things out, they go to the law. The law is God's word. It's His instruction. Don't keep running from when you hear law. You're dealing with a king. King's word is absolute. You do not get to debate it. Our people gone crazy, but we gonna bring them back. Hey, Judah gonna bring them back. They get tired of Judah, but Judah gonna lay the law, and whoever ain't whatever nation and people that don't adhere to the word of the Most High, I ain't say to the people, but to the law that go forth out of Zion, and when Jacob speak it, it's the second. Oh man, that last. It's the second day of the first month. We got 3 more months to the new year when the earth come alive. I see so many people have awakened. Well, today is not the holiday, and I'm talking about our elders. I love it because that's who keep giving that stuff life. They don't understand John. What did John say? It's 1 o'clock. I got to go to bed. It's 12 o'clock. Whew. I gotta go to bed though. I gotta get up, stop being slothful, get up, work out, and go. I gotta get some bills paid before I get kicked up out the house. And I'm for real. And I ain't finna ask nobody for nothing, cause I know how to go. I know how to get to it. I'm a damn great mechanic. It just gets slow sometimes, and I understand. I'm looking at my man, and I'm like, oh man, that ain't gonna. But one thing about being an automotive technician, they ain't computer ain't them computers ain't are not about to replace me in my career. Shiach, Hamashiach, 13. No, let me get straight to the point. 14. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. So that means the power of the Father is operating among us. When we speaking in this word, and we sincere, and it's not just okay, I just popped on here and got to talking about this word, but there's evidence. Your heart is really turned towards the Most High. And you're not gonna say Christ is the Most High, no way, unless the Holy Spirit is leading. People not even gonna entertain this conversation. Die-hard Christians, they gonna run. They ain't going in this book. And we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father. So he is the word of the Father, meaning when you come to him, when they say come, be like Christ, you got to put on his character. He's a king and son, you know. But in the heavens, we know who he is. He's the word of the Father, so that means he's the Father. I don't know about no Trinity. That sounds like some witchcraft. You can't make the Father three people. You got the Father, 1 John 5:7. Then you got his word. And we know he said he gonna send his word. I'll show you a sign myself in Isaiah. And we just read in John 1, what he say? In the beginning was the word, and the word was with the creator. And the creator was the word. And both of them was in heaven together. Where that word came and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. Oh man, I appreciate y'all for even coming on the channel. I get to talk about this and expound on what's been impressed in my heart. I learned this from one of the brothers in Africa, Igbo brother, Tribe of Gad, and it's like when you listen to him, and I have been listening to him since like 2008. Oh my God. And really getting, it's like I had an advanced study, went through an advanced course. And I'm looking at people, I'm like, people, they listening, but they like, what is you talking about, bro? And it's like I'm light years ahead of them. I'm like, wow. And I used to tell my lady, I'm like, I see things. And she probably thought I was high, because yeah, I was getting high, smoking weed. She probably thought, oh, this nigga high. You know what I'm saying? But I used to tell her, baby, it's like, I seen that before it happened. I seen it. I'm not making this up. It could have been a few hours, a day or so, but it's like you can have a premonition. You seen this and then it happened. Like, what? I ain't crazy, lady, believe me. Peace and blessings from Norway. This is fire. Thank you, brother. Shalom, peace and blessings, Norway. Man, many blessings to Norway. Oh, wow. Norway. So, Norway.
What?
Norway. Europe. Oh, wow. Okay, Norway. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. What's going on over there in Norway? Everything good over there? Norway. All right, I've been watching. It's a couple of guys from Britain I've been watching. And they over here experiencing American life and everything like foods. Right now they amazed about the snow. Them guys be having me rolling. It's two British guys. One of them tall, one short. Red hair. Two red hair guys. Cool cats. Be having me dying talking about America, especially with the weather and how they compare it to Britain's weather. I'm like, y'all, you talking about a winter. Hey, you sure that's a winter over there? Do y'all get below 30, below 20 and 30 temps over there? Norway. Hmm. But yeah, they be having me dying laughing. They be in the food. It's another channel I be checking out, Shorts. I forgot that channel, but they got the children over there, some British children, and they be testing the food, American soul food. Oh my God. And they be looking at the food like, ain't, especially when it comes to pizza. It was an Italian gentleman, an Italian teenager there. And as soon as he seen like pizzas and things like that deal with Italian cuisines, he looking like, what? Get that out of here. I'll never eat that. You know the way they accents are. They have me done. Then when once they bite into that food, oh, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Forget about it. There you go. Ate stuff. I'm like, yeah. Y'all be touched it.
Can I touch? Dad, I want chocolate coins. You what? Chocolate coins. No, it's 12:15. Y'all ain't getting no chocolate. I didn't even get to get mine. You get it tomorrow.
I'm going to eat it up. Tomorrow. Because they act like Junior crazy. You messing with him. Yeah, you mad. You'll be all right, shout it raw. But yeah, oh God, they be having me dying. What you say, bro? Everything good over here, brother. I was in Africa, though, 2 years ago. Much more excited about that place, brother. Woo! Yes. I be checking. You be checking the Fords out. The Ford family that moved from here, some of the brothers and sisters that awakened to who they are, did their DNA test and they moved to Tanzania and they opened up a community. The wife is T3 and me. Is they site. What? Cannibals. Oh, was in Gambia. Oh yeah, I seen the Gambia, I think that was Gambia. Gambia, no, that wasn't Gambia's president. That was another one of the brothers in the Caribbean. But he let him know. He was on Piers Morgan. No, I am an African. I'm like, that's what's happening, bro. That's definitely what's happening. But yeah, T3 and me over there in Tanzania, and they got the wife is into, that's the name of their YouTube channel, T3 and me. The wife is into herbs and teaching others, teaching the brothers and sisters over here. They moved, like I said, they moved from here, saved their money up, moved over there. Now they thriving. She learned the usage of the herbs, what herbs target what, parts of the body where it would be more effective in healing, which we understand is naturopathic medicine. I don't know why people seem amazed, but it's written right there in Genesis. God gave us herbs, fruits, and vegetables. Now, if things out of order in the body, we understand. That go to healing right there and some fasting, you know, eat right, think right, and it takes time. It's something that you build up. We understand. We understood when Dr. Sebi popped on the scene. So for brother, they just had them highlighting them, receiving awards for the work that they putting in over there in the communities, and even the connection back to the brothers and sisters that scattered, even in Europe. I mean, they ain't just reaching back to America, they reaching around the world. It's a worldwide awakening. Brothers and sisters are awakening. They know what time it is. That's why I'm like, I don't know where all this, but we know the enemy is always, they don't want to see that. Once that black hand come together, forget about it. You know what time. It's gonna be like the Wu-Tang sign. When you see the Wu-Tang sign across the earth, that black fist go, that black fist across the world like this. Oh, they know what time it is. They know the time. And it's raising. It's up there. Hey y'all, it's up there. It's going like this every day. They see it, they feel it, and they know it. When the people are coming too. I keep track on, especially our elders and the brothers and sisters who went over there to Africa. Man, they into all kind of business. I can't wait. I can't wait till that opportunity comes. I can't wait because until it does, I'm gonna be preparing. So when I go over there, I will have things in place, a system in place to receive what I'm asking the Most High to show me. Why is they wearing these pants that big? The flared bottoms back to the 70s, but they different. Why they be big? Them ain't bell bottoms. It's like they amplified and made them bigger. I seen them people over there and coming down that runway. I forgot one of those fashion shows. Why y'all wearing them pants like that? I seen a young guy on the bus. I'm like, and he had the big boots on. I'm like, that's boy taller than me. He young. You can tell he's short, but he's so tall. Oh, he got the boots on, but the pants so big at the bottom. Okay, younger. And them pants are not cheap. You know that, don't you? You should get into sewing, but you can get some patterns. I'm gonna get me some t-shirt patterns, and I'm gonna sew me some t-shirts. Get me some linen. I'm gonna get me some linen from Africa. And I'm gonna sew me some. I'm gonna get the patterns, and I'm gonna sew me some t-shirts. They be like, "How you made? Who made them?" I did. Where you get that, Africa? I don't want none of that crap. I want some African cotton. Hey, the Sahel raising cotton, they agriculture is off the chain now. They supplying a lot of countries over there in Africa now with natural, the production of those fruits and vegetables. Game on. That's why I'm like, man, that fist is rising around the world. Brothers and sisters, y'all over here arguing, talking about I ain't no African. Man, make me pull my belt out like Cuba Gooding little brother when they went down. They J on Baby Boy when they went over there, him and Tyrese, and they whoop the shit out them gang bangers with the belts. Like, man, y'all better stop gang banging. Y'all talking about the word. That's supposed to bring you together. We know what happened with the ancestors. You can't carry that all life. You can forgive them. You ain't got to forget, but you're going to have to forgive. There's somewhere so you can release that power over you. That's a spell from something off, I'm telling you, because you ain't going to get that from the Bible. I don't know how we can, what do you say? You can ask for blessing and cursing at the same mouth, and you studying this Bible and this word. Okay. Okay, I got me a good. I just made me a print. I be making I create graphic designs, and I'm an automotive technician. I'm sitting here at my computer, and I stop, and I'm an automotive technician. That's what I love to do. But above all, I love to speak about this word and congregate with the brothers and sisters and stay aware. Put the information out because I done watched every instance where the Sahel have built the infrastructure to produce whatever mineral they got in the ground. They own the gold. They found a lot of more gold, megatons of gold, tons of gold, tons of gold. So they don't need no, and they got the processing plants. They bringing the educators in to deal with the agriculture, the mining. They're training the people. They just built like a million and some homes. People, oh no, that's AI. No, AI my ass. That's the same thing they saying, excuse my French, but that's hogwash. Get that out of here. It's true. They tried that. I just watched several sites, and it's some Europeans that put it out there because we got some people out here with some good, with common sense. They understand. They know the times. They not trying to fight it, but you got those of the wicked. They gonna buck. You know they are. They don't understand. All you gotta do is learn how to love. You know what I'm saying? All this hate we peddle all day. Kanye told him. I don't agree with everything Kanye say. Kanye is our brother. We pray for him. But Kanye is over there walking in the line of fire. You know what I'm saying? Christ told you don't make no contracts with nobody. The only contract you make is the covenant. Hold fast to that covenant. We didn't know no better then, but you claim and professing that you know better now. Well, we're gonna have to see a move on your behalf. You're gonna have to move from around now. You have to come out of there and stand on, which he kind of did, but you still in bed with them. You ain't take them to war because you didn't come and get the soldiers. You still getting checks from them. You didn't come build no infrastructure like the Sahel. Why they talking about Africa? Pay attention to Africa. Africa ain't asking the IMF for nothing. They not asking think tanks, European think tanks. Uh, we want to grow some maize. Can we grow some maize? Can we grow some grapes? We want to make some wine. No, stop playing. Everything coming out that field of agriculture, they got a processing plant. It was tomatoes in the tomato paste first. They took the tomatoes, they started growing them themselves. It was the tomatoes, it was the corn, it was the rice. No, it was the grain. It was the wheat and the grain, and that they knew what time it was. Oh man, who Troy ain't been waiting on them people, asking them people for no permission. And that's why, as a people, I can't stand that because I'm like, y'all ain't paying attention to the time. And even with Ron Dalton, they want to fight Ron Dalton on every hand. Well, I don't want, man, that man doing the real research. Following groups, we following the spirit that's moving people in real time, real life. The opportunity is gonna come, and I could wait because right now I'm preparing. I'm working out, making sure I'm dialed in. I'm learning to love the brothers and sisters more because a lot of things I'm not used to tolerate coming from that street mentality. You know what I'm saying? So I have to relearn, recalibrate, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not stuck on America and being an American nationalist. No, we are world leaders. The Hebrews, we are the first family of the earth. Them people they talking about kings and queens, us. That's us in real life because it's in our natural abilities. Ain't nobody paying to go see nobody else jump out no building and do nothing. What they talking about sports? They paying. We done made. God said, "Yo, told Jacob, Genesis 28. All the families of the earth gonna be blessed off of you. Uh, you're gonna be in the north, south, east, and west. Who else been sent to the four corners of the earth? When the Judeans was ran out of there, there was the Romans. The modern day Europeans are those people. The preacher ain't gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you for truth's sake. And even so, the Gentile, the Europeans will know too, so they won't be lost. Cause I'm like I said, I'm hearing them coming out here crying, especially the women. Oh, Trump did us wrong. Look, you following the wrong thing. You want to make America great, then you need to put Christ as your head. Ain't ain't no other way you gonna build nothing where it's gonna be great. Pay attention to Troy Ray. That's why I say they talking about here. He's not a president. That is a king. That's God's son, like us. We the sons of God. That's what he is, but he's one with higher authority, like a King David. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he comes from that type bloodline because why? He loved the Most High and he loved God's people. We see it in his action. I don't want to hear that shit about he using his resources and he tricking the people. He okay, well, that's how I want to be tricked, cause your democracy ain't tricking me with goodness, a new home. You know what I'm saying? Building up the infrastructure, educating them. They are the next millionaires and billionaires. You know what I'm saying? 100 heirs, 1,000 heirs, 100,000 heirs, millionaires to billionaires and trillionaires. Because they understand what they have. They don't need that fiat currency. That's garbage. Get it out of here. They don't need that. So that takes away the power of anybody trying to dominate them. And like I was saying earlier, I alluded to Troy Ray speaking to that they awakening. Well, that's the same energy that's going on over here, and it's causing a real shift that's really putting us in position where we should be. And I love it, family. Y'all better get with the program. Now I'm about to get out of here. They're a little noisy. I don't feel like keep saying nothing. Because next time we go around here fighting, they gonna put me out. So I'm be like, y'all too motherfucking noise. Take your noisy ass and sit the fuck down in my room. I don't want to hear that motherfucking noise everywhere. They gonna be like, this nigga crazy. Why is he cussing like that? What's his problem? I'm gonna be like, no, I ain't cussing. Keep making all that motherfucking noise while I'm trying to make my video. Excuse my friend. Keep making all that noise, punk. I'm gonna punch you in your little chest. Little punk. Keep making all that noise while I'm making your video. I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you in your chest so hard, your mama gonna feel it. Not you. You don't make noise. You don't want to make a noise. What up, God? I'm gonna shake your hand. I haven't seen you. You wanna play that game? No, sir. I'm just coming to speak. I swear to God, we're gonna fight for you. Just making all that noise for you. No, I'm just messing with you, man. I wouldn't do that. I'm just messing with you, Jay. But you is loud, man. You making all that noise. I'm trying to make my video. Now I gotta cut my video off because you making all that noise, man. I don't be trying to kick y'all out from downstairs. That's why I be coming down here. Then you know your granny be having that old TV on with all this stupid stuff on TV. I do not watch TV no more. I just grew out of that, y'all. If it ain't coming out that word, I don't deal with it. What did I come down here for? To eat a piece of chicken? All right, y'all. It's time to dip set. I appreciate y'all stopping by here. I was in Gambia 9 months. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. I got to roll. It's time to eat. I'm gonna have to get up early. Peace. You cool? I ain't going by. I'm gonna go back in the kitchen. I just came out.